Hey guys, welcome back to the Ugaman Global Network, UGN, and tonight I'm going to take you through a journey that I want everybody to think about. Lately, all the newspapers, all the media outlets in the West, in Africa, in America, in every part of the world, they are talking about one man, a 35-year-old African president, Ibrahim Traore. That is the man I'm here to talk about. But first, I want to thank you. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching this channel. Please make sure that when you watch this video, you subscribe. I mean, would you want to miss out on the next episodes I'm going to be saying? You don't want to miss out. So please make sure you subscribe, hit, smash that button, and then let's go on. So, I'm here to talk about Ibrahim Traore and 2025 as a year of reckoning. I know that Ibrahim Traore came to power in 2022 through a coup d'etat. And believe me, it's not news in Africa. The leaders have been changing power in that style. And therefore, anyone who comes out to say, oh, a coup d'etat in Africa is such a unique thing, is such something we have not seen, that would be a lie. Because African history has it. So many nations in Africa have actually got president through coup d'etats. But I am not saying coup d'etats are the best way to change leadership in Africa. But I also say there is a moment when Africa must wake up and take action. When Africa must wake up and its people rise up to take back their continent. Sometimes it's going to require you to use the available means to take back that power to the African people. This is the thing that is happening to Ibrahim Traore. There was a moment Burkina Faso had lost its hope. And hey, here came a man who said, we must change things. Change from the laws to policies to however people have been using the resources. So now let me discuss with you one-on-one, you who is watching me, we need to think about this time. Ibrahim Traore is such a good opportunity for the African people to wake up. Why do I say it's such a good opportunity? First and foremost, you realize that the African countries have for a very long time lost control over their resources. Burkina Faso has shown it to you that we can say enough is enough. Let the French people go out. Let's handle our business. I know there is a big fear that when people come to power through coup d'etats, they enrich themselves and start becoming a problem to the country. Sometimes, if you compare, there is also no difference when the colonizers or the colonialists are actually stealing and taking away the African resources. Because either way, Africa is not benefiting from it. But here is the catch that I want to discuss. Now that Ibrahim Traore has taken Burkina Faso back to the hands of the Burkinabe, what is the advantage for the African people? The African people need to unite. We have had so many stories about Colonel Gaddafi. We've had so many stories about the late Sankara. We've had so many stories about many people that actually had a dream of uniting Africa, but it did not cross into the African minds, into the African people, to understand that this is our time to make sure Africa is united. The time of Ibrahim Traore is the time Africans must think about unity. Is the time Africans must start thinking about going to learn and benchmark from those they have been begging from. Ibrahim Traore, even though he has his chosen relationships with the West, and of course he's seen people like Putin and they're very, very close. Definitely, we must also caution the president of Burkina Faso. The West may not give you their best, but if you have a good relationship with Russia, let your people go and learn. And this is what he has taught Africa, that we can take our soldiers to learn, we can take our teachers and doctors and all these engineers to go and learn in Russia and come back to change the country. He's refused on several occasions. He's refused aid from the Arab world, where they wanted to construct mosques, they wanted to construct churches, and he said, no, we are in need of schools, we are in need of hospitals. Unfortunately, I cannot take that aid, because he's looking at the challenges that the African people, his people in Burkina Faso, are facing. Can this be replicated in all other African countries? Can we look at Uganda? Can we look at Kenya? Can we look at Rwanda? Can we look at South Africa, Nigeria, Ghana? Can we look at all these countries doing the same? Saying no to begging and saying, hey, we need to skill our people. If you want to give us aid, go train doctors, go train teachers, go train engineers. Let them come back and change the country. This is what Ibrahim Traore is teaching us. But before I end this video, I want to get your thoughts. I want to get to know what you exactly think about this situation. Because I know the Western media has now framed Ibrahim Traore as a person, as a president that is so bad for the democracy of the world. But I want to ask you a question. Is the democracy of the West serving Africans? And do you think our democracy in Africa should be a replica of the democracy in Europe and America? Tell me what you think in the comment section. I'll see you guys on the next video. This has been one of my most interesting conversations, but hey, I know you guys have many more opinions. So go ahead in the video, comment and tell me what other topic do you want me to talk about that is about the African context. Cheers guys, see you in the next one.